You're listening to 57.5 The Verse Valley Vibe. Except you're not, because this radio station's been nothing but dead air for a long time. Why is that? Well, it's the guardian of sound, of course. This DJ's been snoozing on the job, and it's time for us to wake her up. How? The answer's obvious. Play some great music she'll love. But, well, we don't actually know how to DJ. No, Mia, you really don't. That's not... She doesn't know what she's doing. Maybe that sound mixer over there. Yeah, it looks like this mixer needs some adjustment. Alliteration, assonance, and consonance, huh? I'm thinking if we can identify those three sound devices, then adjust the mixer to create some poetry using them, we'll be able to wake up this guardian and this radio station. So be sure to tune in to our show on poetic sound devices. You won't want to miss this one-of-a-kind DJ debut. Like I said, one of a kind. So it sounds like, see what I did there? We'll need to focus on how poetry uses sound. First things first, what creates different sounds within words? Well, letters do. In our alphabet, we've got 5 vowels, A, E, I, O, U, and 21 consonants. So 26 letters. But there are more than 26 letter sounds. After all, sometimes 2 different letters can make the same sound.
Both C and S make a S sound, like in circle and start. And sometimes one letter can make several different sounds. A can sound like A, ah, or ah.
So, quiz time. How many unique letter sounds do you think exist in the English language? There are approximately 44 sounds. To put that in perspective, compare it to music. Musicians only have 12 notes to use in their songs. On the other hand, poets have 44 sounds at their disposal. That gives them a huge amount of creativity when it comes to which sounds they choose and where the sounds go. That's why it's important to differentiate between letters themselves and letter sounds. For instance, giraffe and jaguar start with different letters, but have the same consonant sound, j. However, giraffe and goldfish, even though they use the same letter G, do not have the same consonant sound. We don't say giraffe or joldfish. Another example is cough and watch. O-U and A are different letters, but in this case, they make the same vowel sound, ah. In cough and dough, however, the letters O-U do not sound the same. I know, English letters can be weird. That's why, when you want to hear the sounds a poem is using, it can be helpful to read it aloud. Where's Mia? It's been a little too quiet around here. Oh, wow, DJ Mia, you look amazing. Oh, my bad. Mixmaster Mia, you look amazing. Well, Mixmaster Mia just whipped up a poem for us. Let's read it and pay attention to the consonant and vowel sounds it uses. As we read, write down which letter sounds you're hearing the most in each of the 3 stanzas, or sections, of the poem. For example, if I say, Mixmaster Mia, we're hearing a lot of the M consonant sounds, or Let's read. In rock and roll music, riffs and rhythms rule. Rebels on their red guitars are making rockin' cool. Jazz is smooth and classy, improvising sweet. Brass and voice are fused in a syncopated beat. And country songs are all farms and cars, the heartland's charms on a barnyard guitar. Pause the video here if you need more time to write, then resume. Mixmaster Mia's been reviewing her music genres, I see. In the first stanza, I noticed a lot of words started with a r sound. Rock, rhythm, rebels. In the second, I heard s and z consonant sounds as I read jazz, classy, voice. And in the third, most of the vowel sounds were ah. Farms, songs, all. Like the DJ she was apparently born to be, Mia has used 3 unique sound devices in her poem. So what do you think sound devices are? Sound devices are techniques that enhance the auditory impact of language. Auditory refers to our sense of hearing. So, in other words, sound devices emphasize the ways we hear language. Poetry uses a lot of sound devices, like rhyme, for example. Sound devices are often considered figurative language because through sound, they add another layer of meaning to a poem beyond the literal words on the page. Mia actually used 3 different sound devices in her poem, 1 in each stanza. We know the exact sounds she repeated in each stanza are different from each other, of course, but what's different about the way she used those sounds? Pause to write your ideas, then resume. In the first stanza, Mia used words starting with the same letter sound, r. This sound device is called alliteration, which is the repetition of vowel or consonant sounds at the beginning of words. In the second stanza, Mia used the s consonant sound in the beginning, middle, and end of words. That's called consonance, the repetition of consonant sounds within words. And in the third stanza, Mia used the ah vowel sound in the beginning, middle, and end of words. This is assonance, the repetition of vowel sounds within words. You'll notice those 3 sound devices are similar in that they're all about repeated sounds. To recap the differences, alliteration uses both consonant and vowel sounds, but those sounds come at the beginning of a word. Consonance uses only consonant sounds, and assonance uses only vowel sounds. But consonance and assonance can happen in any part of a word, not just the beginning. So, Mia added a remix to her poem. She's really feeling it. To practice, listen for which sound device each stanza uses: alliteration, assonance, or consonance. Listeners tuning into the signal, connecting antennas. Moody music and smooth tunes just for you, dude. Volumes up, venture in, this is Verse Valley Vibe. Pause to write a sound device for each stanza, then resume. The first line uses consonants, with the ng consonant sound within multiple words. The second line uses assonance, with the oo vowel sound within multiple words. And the third line uses alliteration, starting words with the consonant sound v. Nice! I think we're ready to get this radio station back on the air. Since Mia was so helpful earlier, I think it's only fitting we use our sound devices in a poem to introduce Verse Valley Vibe's newest DJ, Mixmaster Mia! First, let's adjust this alliteration slider. Since this is Mixmaster Mia, let's use as our initial sound. In your PDF, plan and write the first line of your poem introducing Mixmaster Mia using alliteration. Include at least 3 words starting with the sound. Pause, then resume when you're finished. How about Mixmaster Mia and the Mirror Shades in Metal? I like where this is going. Now write 2 more lines to complete your poem introducing Mixmaster Mia. One line should use assonance and one consonance. Pause and resume when you're done. Okay, dialing up the assonance knob here using the I and at vowel sounds, spinning slip tracks in her snapback hat, and plugging in the consonance chord with the T sound. Stay tuned and listen to that tasteful beat. Whew, okay, I think it's working. The Guardian is awake! Verse Valley Vibe is back on air, baby! Hello? Mia? Guardian? Ah, well, I'm sure the Guardian will find its way back to the Temple of Poetry once they're done with that. In the meantime, can you believe we've awakened 5 Guardians of figurative language? You'll continue practicing sound devices in your PDF, and you'll also prepare for the mid-unit assessment. Next time, I think we need to enforce some serious poetic structure around here. I mean, look at her. Clearly, out of control. Until then, remember, every story is a new horizon. See you next time!
Hey!